Hey everyone, it's Kevin here. Today I want to talk about my cable bag. So essentially, I have a Cablephyle bag. It's a CFB Cablephyle bag LTE. Okay? And this guy has been perfect to carry all of my cables that I'll need. Power cables for speakers, my power conditioner for my DJ setup, for my coffin and my controller. Also, my speaker cables themselves. And I'll show you everything I take with me to an event. But I will say this bag has been awesome because I used to have a larger version of this Cablephyle, and actually it, I guess, tricked me into taking more cables than I actually needed. This medium version is perfect for me. It's everything I need, and I am able to take some odds and ends in case I run into some complexities at my venue. So in any case, let me show you what's in the bag. Okay, so right when you kind of look at this front pocket, there's a front pocket here and there's a back pocket here. You can kind of see both of these pockets are on the side, and then you've got sort of the top space. Okay, first and foremost, I'll show you in the very front. Oh, and there's also these little zippers that I guess you could put in something very small and very flat right there. But if I open this first side pocket, essentially what I have in here is my surge protector and power conditioner bar. So this is basically what I plug everything into, and it's great. This is a power conditioner that actually has this feature where if the power isn't clean, it will actually blink. And there's like a light, you can turn on the light so that you can see things, like underneath your DJ table or whatnot. But it will blink on its own if it detects fluctuations in power, and it will help condition it. And of course, it's not going to be the kind of conditioner that you might get from, a larger brand or whatnot. But I found this at, I think, Best Buy, and it was like $200, $250 or something. But it has worked out like a charm, and I love having these USB powers as well. It's got plenty of plugs. So really, this has been great for me. I just keep that right in here, okay? On the other side, this is like my just in case pocket. So in here, guys, there's so much in here, like little connections and odds and ends. So like I could reach down in here and I've got little short extension cables. These are great, by the way, if you have like a little inset or recessed power outlet in a floor and you need to extend it out. These little short extension cables can really save you in a pinch. If you have that kind of setup. But all kinds of cables for days. I've got power cables, I've got USB cables, I've got an extension cable, an extra IEC cable, and the big thing is I just keep a twist tie on them to try to keep them somewhat organized. An XLR, I've just got so many cables in here, just little odds and ends, XLR to phono or 1/4 inch. And then I've got like this is I've got a ton of these things. And what these are, of course, these are just little adapters and connectors, and I've got different kinds, like 1/4 inch to XLR female. I've got 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch female, kind of an extender. I've got 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch adapters. I've got all these things, and I just kind of plug them together. So it's not anything magical. I just like to, keep them together, and it keeps them in this bag. I got a bunch of these though. Anyway, you guys get the point. Lots of stuff, an RCA cable, all kinds of goodies in here. So this can pretty much save me or help me help a photographer, a videographer, etc. I got different charging cables, different things in here just, to save the day, so to speak. But my main compartment in the bag is for my big cables, for my speakers and everything else. So I'll open this up and show you guys. The zippers on these are really good, especially on the top. The zippers on the front, I don't know if you can kind of see, they're not the greatest. They're kind of small and not the greatest construction, but I think for $90, I think I paid for this bag. this has been such a good investment that I'm okay to buy one every few years if, zipper breaks or whatever, or try to repair it. Anyway, let me turn this around. I'll show you guys inside. Okay, so here is what the inside looks like. All right. And what I love about the Cablephyle system, or their solution, is that you basically can put your cable in, and there's these little nylon pockets throughout, all throughout. And if you want, you can kind of rip them out or cut them out, which I did on the ends so that I could put my big old Siamese cables in. These are Siamese cables that have an IEC power and XLR built in, and then they kind of come together, as you can see, into one big chassis or jacket, I guess you could call it. And these cables have been really, really good for me because they save a lot of room, as you can see, and a lot of time because I just run once. But let's say it's a longer run. I've got in here extension cords, so normal powered extension cords, and this can double for, it could help me extend a speaker to a power outlet that's a little further away, or it could help reach my booth if my speaker is very far away. Or I could, of course, connect my power strip that I have in the pocket here to a further away outlet. I can do lots of stuff with these two extension cords that I keep in here. I also have a bunch of XLR cords, okay? So that, of course, is gonna help me extend my cables, or in a pinch, I might need to run, a third speaker or something like that if I've got a third speaker in my setup. So in any case, lots of cable options, and it's been exactly what I need. In fact, most events, I pop out my Siamese cables, and that's all I need. And I've got these on the end. To make them fit, I just cut out the nylon pockets on the side, and everything worked great. Just to recap, this is all I ever need to do most events. Although sometimes I run into a sticky situation where, let's say I'm at an event and I need a third speaker or something, and that speaker needs to be really far away. Or let's say I'm in a field and I need to get power from a power source that's really far away, okay? Like it's a party or a ceremony or something. Lots of different scenarios that I've had to face, and I'm sure you guys as DJs would face in the real world, that you need some extra cables. So what I do is, of course, I have my cable bag, but I also have a big stash of cables in my car. I actually keep them in the boot of the car or in the trunk of my SUV underneath the floorboard where you would find the spare tire. I just found some space under there, and I'm like, great. I have XLRs, like long ones, a couple 100-footers, a few 100-footers. In fact, I've got some power cords, some real long extension cables. I've even got another surge bar. So in essence, I could leave this bag at home and go and do an event with just what I have in my car. So I kind of have a lot of options. I can make a really far run. I could have extra XLRs to different things. So it keeps me very flexible. And that's, I guess, my what I love about trying to think through, how can I be, bring the right things, but be very flexible in case I run into something, a specific challenge that I'll have to solve. I'm very happy with my Cablephyle CFB Cablephyle Bag LTE. Very happy with this, and definitely recommend it if you're looking for a bag to carry cables around in odds and ends. So in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.